at the border with motherfucking old moms, if you ask me.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the rapper known as Plies giving a cringe-worthy defense of illegal aliens. Now, a lot of this you might not be able to understand because of the way that he's talking. And by the way, this whole little squeaky type of loud, weird voice is not even his real voice. He's the Gilbert Gottfried of rap. If you know, you know, but different story, I digress. You're not going to be able to understand a lot of this, but I'm going to break it down. Basically, he's saying, hey, why would anybody be upset at the so-called immigrants, the illegal aliens? We should be welcoming them with open arms at the border. We shouldn't be worried about the border being wide open. That shouldn't really be an issue. We should welcome them with arms wide open. I think not. I disagree. And before I go any further, let's get into it. Of course, I'll link to the whole thing in the box. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio. Go to the corresponding article on the website. But before we roll the video, let's look at this caption that he wrote. He says, complaining about some MFN immigrants, you should be throwing them MFers a party. If you ask me, anytime I see them, drinks on me. Laughing emojis, beer emojis. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
I had a conversation about immigrants. Oh, they just come over here and they take our job. Check y'all jobs. What motherfucking job? The job that nobody don't want. The job that everybody think they too good for anyway.
Now, I want to address this point and translate at the same time. He's saying that people are concerned about the immigrants coming over and taking jobs. And he's saying, well, what jobs? The jobs that you guys don't want to do? The jobs that you don't want, but they want. Now, let's talk about those jobs. It's not that Americans don't want the jobs. It's that Americans don't want to get paid what they get paid to do the jobs. For example, there are plenty of Americans that understand how to build houses, how to roof, how to do some of these things that you typically see a lot of Central Americans doing. Now, ask yourself, why is it that these Central Americans who probably don't speak no English, why is it that they are doing the jobs and not American citizens? Well, do you want to build houses for $10 an hour in the cold rain, hot weather, whatever? Do you want to do that for $10 an hour? Now, if it was a fair wage, something that made sense for that kind of work, then maybe, yeah, not for $10 an hour. Like for $10 an hour, I can go work at Chick-fil-A or something like that. Then the question would be, well, why did they work those jobs and not other jobs? It's because who's going to ask for your papers? You don't need English. All you got to do is go in there and do some slipshod, halfway decent work and get paid your money and send it right back to Guatemala, Nicaragua, El Salvador, etc. But I'll keep on going.
Them motherfucking people walk 17 days. Sleeping motherfucking aluminum foil for 8-9 months in the rain, sun, every motherfucking thing. Swim across the motherfucking Atlantic Ocean.
Now, I think he's kind of just, I hope that he's not being serious about swimming across the Atlantic Ocean. That's not possible. And you know what? He could be playing. He could be saying this in jest, although he knows what's really going on. What's really happening is that they are flying across the oceans in planes. They're getting plane tickets. They're coming here. They're coming to some other random country first. They might go to Panama and then walk through, catch rides, go on planes, other planes from country to country. Once they get to the Americas, hop on trains. They'll figure out a way to get here that way. They're not just, doing some type of guerrilla action. They have a very well thought out and planned system that is very well funded, sometimes by their countries of origin. But let's keep on going.
Just the motherfucker come over here to provide a motherfucking service. And y'all don't want a motherfucker over here?
They're coming over here to get money for themselves, not to necessarily provide a service. Some of them work, some of them don't. But don't just say because they come over here and they may work, then that means it's okay to break the law. Because if you, Mr. Plies, also known as the fake Kurt Franklin, if you break the law, or if I break the law, or if any of you Americans watching break the law, we're going to go to the penitentiary, big rocks, little rocks. But they do it. You want to celebrate them? Make that make sense.
You're supposed to be greeting them all at the border with motherfucking old moms, if you ask me. You need to be throwing them a motherfucking immigrant day. Y'all gave motherfucking Christopher Columbus a motherfucking day, and he the biggest motherfucking thug in American history.
So you're saying that we should be throwing the immigrants, giving them a day, an immigrant day, and Christopher Columbus has a day, but he's the biggest thug in American history. I mean, how was he a thug? He was just the scout to go map and just to find stuff. That was his job. Okay, you go out there and just find things. There you go. Boom. From Italy, right? If I'm not mistaken. So shout out to him.
And you want me to believe that they coming over here taking your mother job. The reason y'all scared of them coming over here is the fact that they gonna come over here and show people what hard work really motherfucking is.
Nah, what they're gonna do is come over here and replace you. Not just the hard work narrative. That's not really the thing. They're gonna be cheap work. That's the cheap labor, working for next to no money under the table, not paying no federal income tax, no social security number, no TIN, no nothing, no EIN. They're just coming over here working under the table for the low. They're the new slaves, and they are here to replace not only you, Mr. Plies, but me and everyone else as well. What's going to happen is there's going to be a lower class of people that do the work for low amounts of money, so the upper class can live more comfortably. And the middle class, hey man, I don't know what you're going to do. A prime example of how this whole thing works is California right now. There's a middle class. The upper class live amazing. If you got a bunch of money, it's beautiful in California. But if you don't, hey man, you just pretty much out there. And if you are the lower class, if you smoke crack for a living, or if you are a day laborer or something like that, then you'll be given all types of benefits. They'll help you that way. They're the new slaves. That's what's going on. They are there for the sole purpose of giving the upper class an easier life.
That's what y'all privileged motherfuckers get on. I ain't never heard no motherfucker in the hood talking about no motherfucking immigrant took their motherfucking job.
Hood people don't understand what's going on. 70% of those who make under $30,000 a year don't even vote. They don't even know what's happening. And a lot of them are just struggling anyway, but they're not even really in tune with what's happening to have an opinion about it one way or the other.
Now, motherfucking scribble. I ain't never heard a motherfucker say, I went to King of Diamonds and they didn't give me the job, they gave me the Isabel. I ain't heard that. Not motherfucking me. But y'all want to believe every time a motherfucking election coming around, oh, y'all motherfucking scared of the immigrants, the motherfucking boogeyman. But
there goes someone, the real voice right there, his actual voice, not this Gilbert Gottfried fake, high-pitched, fake hood voice that he uses all the time on social media.
The whole motherfucking time they cut your motherfucking grass and cleaning your motherfucking house. You ain't asking them people that they got no motherfucking green card or pink card or none of that.
Fruit pickers and bet makers, as Barack Obama said, fruit pickers and bet makers are here to do low-paid stuff. That's all. These are the new slaves, and you're acknowledging it. But the problem is, not only will they replace people in a lot of these jobs for a low amount of money and be the lower kind of working class, they're also going to replace you as far as political importance. You understand? So when it comes time for an election and a Charlemagne the God asks Joe Biden, hey, what are you doing for the black community? He could pretty much just say, hey, look, just vote for me, you're not black. Just vote for me or you're not black. He could pretty much disrespect him to his face because the black vote is pretty much meaningless. When they get in, the people who are going to be the lower class who probably won't vote, it'll be the upper class people who control everything. So you're not going to be relevant. Nobody will be relevant except for those at the top and those who are the servants.
But y'all want to act like they taking something from you. We're supposed to be at the motherfucking border with motherfucking moms, y'all and me, by some motherfucking immigrant. I wish I motherfucking him. I buy you many motherfucking Corona. I buy you motherfucking many Coronas that you want.
And there goes more to ignorance on his part, talking about Coronas, speaking about Mexicans, because you got these immigrants, really illegal aliens from all over the world, not just Mexico or Central America, not just Spanish-speaking nations south of the border. You're talking about Africa, Europe, Asia, every country on earth. You got Syrians, Iraqis, Indians. Everybody is coming to the country illegally because the border's wide open. And they are not going to be on your side. They're not going to your hood in Florida or wherever you live now, Los Angeles probably. They're not going to go hang out with you eating fried chicken and watermelon or whatever kind of stereotype you want to talk about. They're not going to be doing that. They're going to be over here building themselves up, and you and your people, your community will be an afterthought.
See them in the convenience store, the corner store, I bag up, man. Motherfucking go, y'all the motherfuckers deserve this shit. Y'all the motherfuckers one working hard. Talking about y'all scared of some motherfucking immigrants. I don't want to hear that shit.
All right, there you have it. Plies with the very intellectual rant. Very, very intellectual rant. As I close, I want to say this. That's just an ignorant person talking right there. Very ignorant, doesn't understand what's going on, or maybe he does understand what's happening, and he's just playing like he doesn't because he has been given the phone call like, hey, use your platform to talk about how good having an open border is. I don't know. I can't say that for certain. I'm going to just say that it's ignorant. It doesn't make much sense to me and to many of you guys who know really what's going on. They're importing the new slaves, the new underclass, and they will be given jobs at a lower rate that Americans would typically work that will support an American family. And then those people will send their money back home where the dollar is worth more. They'll build themselves up here, and they will be the priority. Okay, how much have we spent on these people over the past few, a year and a half? 250 billion with a B, $250 billion. That money could have gone to Americans living in poverty. That money could have gone toward infrastructure in this country. We got all kind of bridges and tunnels and roads and pipes and whatnot that is still yet to be fixed. But hey, we see what the actual priority is, bringing in the brand new slave class. That's all. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on what Plies said? Do you agree, disagree? How about what I said? Do you agree, disagree? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. That was a really ignorant rant to make, really silly, but that is the opinion of many people who are often not even aware of what's happening. This is why when he said, oh, I never heard anybody in the hood complaining about this. Well, people in the hood typically, not all the time, but typically don't understand what's going on in politics at all. They have no idea. They don't know. Again, 70% of those who make below 30 grand a year don't even vote. And that's going to be the majority of the hood. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.